I'm ill. And now I'm rock a fake smile. The game's got cancer, I radiate the crowd. It's permanently, seriously ill. This shit, do as I do. It's all a nigga need, I can do without food. Can do without you niggas, fool niggas. Try and be cool, Dr. Seuss, mother goose niggas. Little goons with a swoop full of little niggas. I'm in the jungle, no Mowgli and Baloo, nigga. Only up the phone, whatever, nigga, I ain't the move. My legion is doom, I can run this monsoon. I'm feeling on that run till I'm level with the moon. See, it's effortless, these niggas can't step up in my shoes. One brag about the hood if we forever on the move. A photographic memory, I'm never gonna lose.
Hope y'all had a good Halloween. Taking them little big-headed ass kids out to get sugared up. We're gonna get right to it. We got a DC native. You know, this is home turf for me. Wale tonight. Yeah. Alabu Wale. Wordplay Lay. He hails from Washington, D.C. Nigerian parents. Moved to Northeast DC. Then from Northeast, moving out to Montgomery County, Maryland. He graduated from high school in Gaithersburg. Then he ended up moving to Largo. So Largo was like, you know, with his adult years. He attended Robert Morris University. Then he went to Virginia State University. And he got football scholarships for both of these schools. So he was a talented football player. He ended up transferring to Bowie State. Shout out to Bowie. This is where he really started to get the bug for hip hop, like creating it. You know, he dropped out and just started making music, going kind of full time on it. He started making songs. They were started floating around locally. I remember hearing Wale very early before a lot of people. Source Magazine still had unsigned hype going on, so they signed. They looked at Wale and was like, yo, they gave him the unsigned hype column. He signed to a local label, and he put out this song called Dig Dug, which was like a go-go bounce mixed with a regular song. It's really putting go-go on a song. Really, he put out a mixtape called Paint a Picture, which was his first mixtape, and that song was on it. Daniel Wiseman hears about Wale at this time, like off of MySpace, because he heard his record floating around. And this was a good meeting. It started to get Wale played on XM Radio. He got a song on Madden, in 2009. 2007, Wale releases a song called Good Girls. Gets the attention of Mark Ronson. Wale ended up signing to Alito Records. 2008, bidding war happens between labels for his services. He drops his fourth mixtape at this time in the back scenes called Mixtape About Nothing. He signs with Interscope 2008. 2009 releases his fifth mixtape called Back to the Future. By the end of 2009, he drops his debut album. It's called Attention Deficit. 2010 comes around. He releases his sixth mixtape called More About Nothing. He has the No Hands record go out of this world. 2011, he signs with Rick Ross and Maybach Music to start working on another album. 2013, you get The Gifted 2015 album About Nothing, which is, the kind of a capper on the mixtape series. 2017, you get Shine. 2019, you get Wow, That's Crazy. But it just leads us right here to today. This man always puts out music. I give a lot of praise to him. So I'm excited to tap into his new album he just dropped. It's called Falorin 2. He had a mixtape called Falorin, and this is like the sequel, but it's an album. Released under Maybach Music and Warner.
We're still in the motherfucking pandemic. Look, they ain't with me here, fuck it, I'm back though. And with so many rap flow, toe to toe with the mic, I am Mike like. And you whole niggas looking like Glass Joe. It's a hole in my heart for my lasso. It's a hole in her wallet right after. Every lyric I wrote is her caption. When we broke up, she posted her cash app. Yeah.
Wale always got a really decent intro to him too. I love the sample on this. Beautiful. You know what I mean? He always got an ear for the samples. And then the New Balances is perfect because that explains where I'm from so much. Because goddamn, I remember at one point in my life, every nigga I knew had New Balances. So from like 13, like the freshest 13-year-old in the world, to like 34 was doing that shit. His flow is evolving. Like he didn't always rap like this. I remember Wale, and he's good at adapting.
Anyway, you can catch me any day, sipping Hennessy. All of my peeps got heavy chains. Who named Falorin? What? Who named Falorin? Live, 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 live. Who named Falorin? Who named Falorin?
Yeah, that Ambition album was kind of special, man. When he came out with that, it seemed like every girl was on that shit. I remember every girl playing the Ambition album. Every, like, you know, any girl he was messing with and her girlfriends was playing that motherfucker. It's like he made that album, you know, for them, but niggas could still fuck with it too. And that's the appeal of Wale. It's like he's enough to where he speaks from the man perspective, but he really do make female tailored records. This got more. It seemed like he taking it back to Nigeria with the sounds on this a little bit, with the percussions, the way it come in. Nah, he's speaking facts on this joint. Though. I like the truth in this record, and it's a nice little vibe. It's not the greatest record in the world, but it feels good. It feels like Wakanda. There's some coming to America type of shit where somebody should be belly dancing. You know, the Congo's going all boom 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 type shit.
I just wanna see if you gon' lie, you gon' love me. I was getting bras way before I got the money. Honey, since I've been a star, they don't love me. The ceiling got stars when the star got no ceiling. Stick it out, poke it out, stick it out, poke it out.
It was a hit when fucking Q-Tip put this motherfucker out. Vibrant thing? Are you serious? Like, great. I mean, when I was a kid and Vibrant thing came out, that's why this song is so nostalgic and it's perfect for Wale to do it. But the original song, I know every fucking word to it. It's my favorite shit and always have been. And then he comes and gives it more love, and I'm glad that he breathed the life into it. You know, he's bringing Q-Tip back out. Like Q-Tip is forced to come out now. I love this shit. And then fucking J. Cole goes and hops on this, and I love that they're not taking themselves so seriously. You know, they're just fucking around. You know, everybody expect them to be on some super lyrical, empirical shit, and they just like. It's like a song. It's like a girl with little butt anthem, and they need their anthem too because they be shaking that shit. I be seeing a girl with no ass shake that motherfucker. I was like, okay, you got the back for that, but your back got the motion. That ass just is there. So this is the song for the girls who got that twerk game but just ain't got the juice.
They on the fence, I'm on the charts. Talk with my money and speak with my heart. Niggas don't like me and they don't know why, but no matter, won't fight me. 2009, I was putting them on, they wasn't excited. Now they on the blog for dressing just like me. Ironic. Tell me, you, tell me, you, tell me, you. Who work for the government, not for the block. Tell me, you, tell me, you, tell me, you. A decade or better, with how many bucks?
I like Wale learning to like do the repetitious thing, because he don't really make a song like this. Is a newer Wale understanding, sizing up the game, learning the game, and giving it what it wants and needs. Repetition just feels good, especially for the younger people. Like, and it's fucking a brain hack. You know, like you keep saying something, people gonna be like, all right, well that part is stuck. Like you ask them one thing about the song, they'd be like, I can say that part. The repetition is a thing, and the Migos are the kings of that motherfucking shit. They do it better than any goddamn body. You know, it's not the greatest beat in the world, but I fuck with it, and Wale makes it better. You know, he makes this beat something that I fuck with.
Hello. Look, the sweetest thing I ever know. Cupid caught me with no Kevlar, my shit exposed. My heart is beating on my sleeve, but it ain't even broke. It's just that everybody see what I ain't mean to show.
This nigga Wale is the king of these little like poppy themes that pop out to women, caramel kisses and diced pineapples. He's a captivating motherfucker with the way his imagery of what he's talking about. Just women just be like, ooh, I want to buy that. I want to receive that somehow. He can say anything. It's like a spell. He could be saying everything this fuck, but just women be like, ooh, I want my little caramel kiss when I leave this motherfucker. I like the sample. It sounds like somebody, like I said, he's really good at sampling. I don't, no woman even sing that way anymore. That sounds like almost like a church record, but I know it's not. It's probably some like SWV or Total type shit that he did tapped into. Like, this nigga, he's like women's inner thought. You know what I mean? The way he's talking. That's why he fuck women up so much, because he's just like saying what they be thinking, and just make the record and step away from it and shit. So I know women like be hitting him up like, nigga, what the fuck why you know me so good?
Choose you, use me, use you. What's up, what's true? Oh, oh, oh. Choose me, choose you, use me, use you. What's up, what's true? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah,
This joint hard. I don't know who that sample is. Sound like Ashanti on that motherfucker. Might be. She not listed, so I'm thinking he might have sampled her or somebody else, but it really sounded like fucking Ashanti. Like, this is why you say, what does love have to do with it? Because of course, motherfucker love you. You know what I mean? It's bottom line love. It's like, nigga, that's why we still here. But it's like that. That's not necessarily gonna just keep it alive. I love, a motherfucker I don't even know that well. I got love for their well being and shit. But it's like, that love we talk about is different, but that shit fluctuates. Some days or some moments where you don't necessarily fucking love that person. You be like, God damn, I don't love what the fuck you are. And I'm glad he wasn't scared to like just sing on this motherfucker, be vulnerable. Wale has a decent singing voice. If he tries, it seems like he's shy away from it. But I always like it when he do it. It seems like it's always a good thing. He might have learned that from Jay-Z. Jay-Z had to learn that early in his career. He still haven't came out of his shell really, but he peeks out. He's saying that shit though. He taking my thoughts. He know how to do the male thoughts and the female thoughts. He on both of them. He on your way.
the gangsters angsty in my section. You niggas speak on me, have you leaking like dirty business? 30 niggas with 30s on them, you act numb until them drums touch you. You acting different now, who you feeling? And I'm ready for whatever. And I'm heavy where you at. So tell me why you mad, I can't keep. And your girl sit in my bench. Then I open up her head. Then I open up her legs. I can't keep.
Immediately you can feel that Rick Ross is on this record, just because it automatically got a Rick Ross texture to it. And that's why I love Rick Ross. He's one of my favorite just people, themes, musically. He was needed in hip hop because he just brought this like elegant grown man texture to, like a hood elegance to hip hop that really did not exist. And he's not a producer necessarily himself, but he was able to carve this sound out, which I don't even know how the fuck he did it, but he does it and continues to do it. He's a CEO, but he just fucking comes down and plays with the players, man, because he's been doing it for so long. It's just a part of his spirit. Wale, his singing, I like him singing. He doesn't fuck it up though. It's not the best. It's almost similar to like how go-go niggas would do it. You know what I mean? And that's his influence. If you ever heard like a go-go singer, it's not the best singing, but it sounds like if you in the vibe, bro. He's not fucking up the vibe. Love what Ross said. I just love the way he raps, bro. He set that scene for your ass. I think he just be taking you through his day. I think that's what he do now, because his day kind of consists of a lot of shit that's irregular for most normal people out here. So he could just kind of chat about that on the record, but he just conceptualizes so fucking boss like. I just like the way he do it. 200,000 for the 10th time. This nigga just 10 times you just made 200,000 off a show. That's amazing, Ross.
Don't forget, fast action. Look, I'm about to spark. But she don't love me no more. Ain't even funny no more. She had to move on. It's someone who got what she need. I only got what she want.
Yeah, Wale slipped up and put a little crack right in the middle of this motherfucker with this one. Um, got a Jamie Foxx. This is like a sample from most motherfuckers don't even know. He sampled this shit from the Jamie Foxx show. It ain't like Jamie Foxx came in and just sang this little shit. This is like a sample from the show. Uh, the Jamie Foxx show from back in the day. So Wale's really tapped in on old school, just dope shit. Like you gotta know about that type of thing, because Jamie Foxx is fucking the man. Trust me. If you don't know about the Foxhole, you got a long way to go. Dearly beloved, man. It's a dope record. It's deep. It's real. My ex sent me this song, and I'm like, why the fuck you sent me some shit like that? Wordplay, like he always gonna give you a little crack, and I know a lot of, a lot of women are going up off of this song.
I love me, baby, you should love you more. I love me, baby, you should love you more. I love me, baby, you should love you more. It's a shit storm more when your skin dark. I be loved by the women I be pissing off. I'm in lust with the money, but at what cost? If you got a full safe, but the mirror gone. As a kid, they was trying to get me rid of love. Looking back on my past, I was really numb. I be really going through a little syndrome. Caught imposter, but y'all wouldn't get it up.
It's a hit. This is an all the way hit. This would be the song if I'm Wale that I would lead with. This would be the first shit you hear. I'd make this grandiose video for this. Some Wakanda ass shit. This has got a storyline and a plot. He got Sean Stockman from fucking Boys to Men on this motherfucker. Sauce from fucking Backyard on this motherfucker. And he sound like goddamn Smokey Robinson on this goddamn track. This shit is so fucking player. It's so dope. It's so fucking Nigeria all day. So fucking this shit go up. I want to hear this more. Like I want to hear this at a party. If somebody play this at a party, I'm gonna be like, it's a dope motherfucker playing music right now. I think they sampled Portrait. Here we go. Classic record. You know what I mean? If you ain't never heard that, go and listen to that, and then try to come back to this and compare contrast. This is top of the line. This is the best. Like I don't know if I ever heard another song that really captured go-go in its truest essence like this. Like if you want to know what DC go-go is, like what I grew up on, you gotta listen to some shit like this, because the beat on this, like, and it's crazy the way they really made it a song. A lot of them don't really make it to being records. You know what I mean? Like they're like go-go is a very hidden thing. Like people don't really know what it is. They heard of it, DC go-go, but they don't really know what that shit sound like. And this is a very accurate portrayal. This puts you back in the house parties, y'all, where it was very crazy turned up even when we was young, and the parents would be just looking at that shit like, let them fly.
Street, ayy, come and get out of freaky hoes in the sheets, ayy, hustling like a motherfucker, niggas circles, gutter, butter, pussy niggas undercover, and I ain't stutter, motherfucker, hit them, blocker, quick to serve me a pop, you borderline dick sucker, trying to take some pick suckers, baby, make your leg bend, yellow bitch a red skin, and
took it down south. I think this Slim Thug he sampled. If I'm wrong, don't kill me, but I'm pretty sure that's fucking Slim Thug shit. Hard. Like, I mean, you love that sound. It was a hit when it came out. It's a hit now. Especially for down south. They got to be going up off of this. And niggas in the north, like, I'm gonna bump this shit. This shit hard. Yella Beezy went off on this joint. I just like the way he twerked that shit. Then he shouted out my team. Shout out to the fucking football team. He said the Skins, but that's what we were. We all know. Now, but shout out to Yella Beezy, man. You know he was in DC, got some of them DC vibes, and it's good he spit all over this shit.
Tell me that you feeling me, feel me, I can tell it. Hate to say I ended it, cause you was overzealous. I be so defensive, I be blocking questions. They be trying gossip, y'all be blocking blessings. I just be low, so don't follow me though. May or may not have a girl, so don't follow me, huh?
This beat is very dope. And this is right up Wale's fucking alleyway. This is the sensei. I know my sensei could fucking murder this shit in his own way. It's just dope. Yeah. The shit is just vibey, yo, and it's a great hook. Um, Ant Clemens, I never heard of, but he really sounds really good on this. I'd like to hear more Ant Clemens. You know what I mean? And I don't know about him. He probably from DC, and if he is or isn't, shout out to him.
Ice, ice cold. Ice cold.
Boy, he is killing these samples on here. He is really like just proving his sample king shit. Because he went into Mink Edition. Mink Edition been popping up on my shows a lot. It's my soundtrack Saturday. If you don't watch that, tap into my soundtrack Saturday. It's coming back more. I took a little break. You know what I mean? We about to do another season of it. And you got to be really tapped in to know who Mink Edition is and what they are to the game. And how long they been bud fucking this motherfucker. Even though it's Mint Condition, I don't need this record, but it does sound good. Like in the flow of the album, it sounds cool, you know. But I don't need it.
I do this shit that they never done. I see this shit they can never see. Honestly, I'm really one of one. Honestly, I got no company. Gotta be. Gotta be. Look, up in the vibes, we up in the stakes. You know how we casually do it. I'm a gentleman, baby, but you gotta leave. It's not a resort.
Another great sample. Like what the fuck? This is like he's showing off his sampling ability on this motherfucker. I really like this shit. And he's speaking. This sound like some shit that would be on Falorin too. Like from the series, you know, and I love it when motherfuckers keep it on theme with how they do it, you know. And I'm proud of this record for real. At the end, this is the ending record. This is some shit that he strategically did, and I can hear it. So here we go, man. Wale scored a 57. This is a great project. Just a couple points away from a classic. In my personal opinion, it is a classic. Just for me being from DC and looking up to this man, you know what I mean. This is, and knowing the Falorin series that he's adding on to it is really dope because it's something very original to what it is, you know. So I'm glad he's got a lot of series out there that he should keep tapping into. So I think he can just continue his career tapping into his mixtape themes and vibes. I would love that forever. You know, you're not gonna hear nothing bad from me about this project. This is all around a vibe. You know. Shout out to Wale, shout out to DC, shout out to everybody involved on this shit. Great job, fellas and women and everybody involved on it. You know, MAYBACH did it. I mean, if you ain't know that, you ain't been clued in. And get over to blessedthings.com. See what's happening. It's always updates. So tap in. And that's it for you. Bye. Y'all take care, man. Have a good one.